What's up, everybody? Welcome back. We got some more packs and mail to open. I'm also watching SmackDown while we're going. I forgot SmackDown's like 3 hours long, so I was like, I'll just do this while I'm watching SmackDown, because otherwise it's gonna take forever. And there's Royal Rumble tomorrow overseas, so it's like gonna be, I think, 1 p.m. locally, so that's gonna be annoying. So that's why I'm like, all right, I'll just go ahead and do this now. So I'm not like streaming until like 1 or 2 a.m. I actually want to try to wake up in time to watch it. So first up, speaking of wrestling, we got a nice Kairi Sane. There were a few Kairi Sanes that I saw online that I wanted to get. This one was really cool because it has the action shot and her profile shot with the autograph. So I was pretty pumped about getting this one. It's already got the one touch too, so that's great. I had to buy a bunch of one touches recently, so any little bit that'll let me save some money is great. I'm a little miffed that I'm not going to go to the card show this weekend, but possibly I might go Sunday, but it's not looking great. I just don't know if I want to spend all that money to go for one day. I think I might just wait until 2 weeks later when I go to the Anime Fest and Wrestle events. Okay, that is an interesting card up front. They put a bunch of cards around this one, even taped them all up. The interesting card up front. Take all this tape off just to see who it is. Got a lot of stuff in from Japan too. I got another package coming in tomorrow. It's mostly like a bunch of anime figures that I had purchased online. It took a little while to get here, but finally here, so I'm happy about that. So I don't know what this card is. What is this? ESRL Summer Time Fest. Anybody has any idea what that is? Y'all can let me know. It looks like it's either a Japanese or Chinese game. Okay. I think this came from China. Feel like a Chinese soccer league card. Back here we got Serho Garasi. And Dennis Schroeder. Oh wow, a Rockets Dennis Schroeder card. Nice. So the card was for Chris Mullen. Yeah, I think this is the one from China. When I had bought this, I didn't realize where it came from. It was a really good price, and even the shipping wasn't extraordinary, so I didn't think much of it. Turns out, yeah, it came from China, and so it took quite a while for it to get here, but it's finally here. So now we have our Run TMC. Earlier we had gotten Tim Hardaway and Mitch Richmond. Now we have Chris Mullen to complete the trio. Funny, right now it's Johnny Gargano wrestling after Tommaso Ciampa left for AEW. I wonder what's the plan for him moving forward. Because normally it was like him and Ciampa, but now Ciampa's not here anymore. I guess maybe they'll finally push him as a singles wrestler. They've always been kind of starting and stopping him as a singles competitor. both him and Champa. Well, now they don't have a choice with him unless they decide to pair him up with somebody else, which I kind of hope not. Wonder if that means they're going to actually push Candace a little bit more, since that faction's not really a faction anymore. So today we have holiday boxes. This one is from 2020. Tomorrow I have some more coming in from 2019. That should be pretty fun. Each one has either an autograph or a relic or an autographed relic. So I'm hoping, I have a shot at getting 3. Hopefully it's not just 3 relics, because relics are kind of worthless. Unless it's Otani. I mean, if it's an Otani relic, that might be okay, but I'd rather have autographs. And then I have 2 Leaf hobby boxes, which those are famous for having lots of autographs in them. I think the ones that I got have 6 and 7, so 13 autographs. That should be pretty fun to check out and see who we get. It's basketball, so they have a bunch of old-timers as well as the rookies. The big prize is Steph Curry. I'm trying to see if we can pull a Steph Curry out of them. It's also like, I think Giannis is in there, and Hakeem is in there, others, but the big prize we're trying to get is obviously Steph Curry. So this is Com C again. Com C I bought a lot of cards from, and get some more. Here we got first Ember Moon. If you followed my social accounts, you'll see I've met her at PAX South when we still had PAX South in Austin. So that was pretty cool. She's fairly short, but she was really cool. Here we got Evan Gattis from the Astros. Well, at the time he was with the Astros. He's since moved on. I don't think he plays anymore. I think he's retired. Good luck on the packs. Thank you, sir. Nico Goodrum. He played, I think, half a year for us, but it was the championship year, so he's immortalized. Here we got Ricochet with his superhero landing. Juan Centino. Another guy that was just kind of a random call-up for part of the year, but he was part of the championship season. All that matters. And here we got Josh Reddick. So this is probably the only reason why I would go on Sunday, is because Josh Reddick is going to be there, and I was going to go and get him to sign this card, since it's like him from the World Series. Or actually, this one I think is just from the playoffs, but it's him at least in the Astros uniform. So I was thinking of going just to get him to autograph this card. You don't know anything about sports, but the cards look cool? Yeah, that's the whole point. You just get cool cards. Now it's an added layer because now they autograph the cards. So now I'm trying to get all the cool cards that are autographed. I'm collecting all kinds of sports, Houston sports teams, favorite sports players, and then wrestlers as well. I tried to get a John Cena, but I missed out. I got outbid at the end. So I bought one just now that it's questionable. I don't know if it's real or not. It was really cheap, which is why I don't know if it's real or not. But it looked pretty good. So I'm going to take a chance on it. It's like way cheaper than what it would normally be, so probably a clue that it's probably not right, but I'm willing to take a chance. I think a lot of people know that. Like, it could be legit, it might not, but the problem is it's not certified. And the thing is, like, it costs money to get them certified, like, check them certified. And some people are just not willing to do that. Because there's two things. The companies that you trust to do that are backlogged. Like, everybody does that when they have autographs. And the problem is, nobody wants to sit there and wait like 3 to 6 months on it to come back. Here we got Jose Canseco. I finally found a Jose Canseco to go with my Mark McGuire, so I got both Bash Brothers. That's cool. He's actually one of the more accessible old-time players. I think partly because like he needs the money, but he's very easy to get a hold of to get autographs. You just have to pay him. I think it's like 20 bucks, which is not bad, but not what I'm trying to do. Here we got Hoodies. Hoodies is another consignment company I've been buying a lot of cards from. It's them, ComC, and I forgot what the name of the other one, but there's 3 companies that I've been buying a lot of cards from. And they do a lot of commission sales. I might think about going with them for some of my smaller cards, because I don't feel like dealing with it. One of my brother's friends sells on his own account, and I could see the benefits for certain things. Like for the expensive cards, it makes sense because you can send it to eBay to take care of the authentication, and then send it to the buyer, and then you don't have to deal with it. Versus having to do it yourself and running all kinds of risks, like, well, if it gets lost in the mail, or something happens and it gets damaged, like you're protected from all that if eBay's handling it. So here we got another Tim Hardaway with the Heat. Actually, I had bid on one earlier. I should retract my bid. I forgot that I had bought this one. It took too long to get here. We got Juice Scruggs from the Texans. This is actually a pretty cheap one, so I went ahead and pulled it since it's a Houston Texans guy. And then I got Michael Adams. Michael Adams was like a big time scorer back in the 80s. He's a short guy. He was like, I think 5'10". But he could shoot. He had a really interesting shooting motion. He kind of looked like he was shooting one-handed. Like he would just kind of like jump forward and launch the ball with one hand. So it was like a long distance floater. But he was really good at it. And he was a high volume scorer back in the 80s. Ah, John Elway. That mouse looks interesting. It's just a plain mouse. It was like a $15 mouse I picked up from Walmart. This was a Patriot. Let's see if this shows up better. Let's see what that. This is like the Barry Sanders that I picked up the other day. So it's a clear card that they signed on. So it's like a little hard and difficult to see the autograph, but it's definitely there. That's part of the reason why I like this set is, you know, they're not like a big company. Like they're not like Upper Deck back in the day or Topps nowadays or Panini. This was, I think, Pinnacle, which is, I think, defunct now. I don't think they do sports cards anymore. But this set was really cool because they had the autograph inserts. They were one of the first ones. So they're on the cheaper side when it comes to autographs. So like the Barry Sanders I got for a really good price. This Elway I got for a really good price. It's way cheaper than the normal autograph you would see. You get here, they put a bunch of random cards on here. It's cool and weird at the same time. Like, I don't mind it. Free cards is fine. But like, I know for some of them, what they'll do is like if I'm buying a Houston Rockets guy, or Houston Astro, or Houston Texan, they'll put cards from those teams on here. And I think that's really cool. This guy put some soccer players. I have no idea who they are. Got a rookie card of Kevin. Just straight up Kevin. Okay. Here we got Keon Coleman. We got Marcus Thuram. Oh, Cooper DeJean. Nice. The card that we got was Clyde Drexler. I've actually been waiting a while on this card. I think this one also came from overseas. I know there's like a stigma about buying cards from overseas. This is the third one I bought. Like two from China and one from Singapore. I haven't had any bad experiences. It might take a little while, but I mean they get here. I have no complaints. The only time I will complain is when it's the ones where they're charging like $40 to ship. Like $40 to ship a card? Come on, that's crazy. And it's not like it gets here any faster. It comes around the same speed. So that's the only gripe I have about some of the overseas ones. Some of them are sitting there like, hey, we're gonna charge you $40 to ship this card. I'm like, bro, this is just a card. Like maybe insurance is different over there, but that's still ridiculous. Here's a closer look at it. Get another autograph to add to the collection. I've been waiting on that one. That one is actually the second Drexler to arrive, but he was the first one that I bought. Like the second one that I bought already got here, so that's kind of crazy. $40 is insane, right? To ship a card. Like shipping a package is one thing, but shipping a card? That's a little nuts. Hey Sabin, are you playing Dokkan? Did you summon on the banner? Wow, this guy threw in a bunch of tennis in here. Oh, this must be the Becker. Because he threw all these tennis cards in here. It's have to be the Becker. Pete Sampras. We got his autograph earlier. Daniel Rincon. Sebastian Porta. Fabio Fognini. Vit Corpriva. Michael Ymir. Pedro Cachin. The prize was an autographed Boris Becker. That's what we bought. I haven't been into Dokkan in a while. I log in and use my stones. Didn't get anything except the dupe of LR Tech Vegito. Didn't even check which one it was. Did I pull anything? Yeah, I got both of the new units. They're both really strong. They're both really stupid strong, actually. I was pretty happy. At least you're not like Jirachi. Jirachi Master came into the Discord and told us that he hasn't logged into the game in like 2 years, and then he didn't transfer his account. Like he still had it as a Facebook account, so that account's gone because they don't allow Facebook anymore. Like, kind of feel sorry, but I really don't, because I'm like, you had all that time to change out your account, and you didn't. You waited 2 years to do it. I'm like, that's on you, bro. I don't know what to tell you. I can't believe you did not change your account. This was asking for it. So he threw in a bunch of football cards in here. Actually, some of these are pretty good. Justin Jefferson. Justin Fields. Jimmy Garoppolo. Khalil Shakir. Little Jordan Humphrey. TJ Watt. Zach Ertz. Andre Stevenson. Jalen Petrie. Daniel Jones. These are dated. That's good. At least I heard some people were disappointed in it somehow. So, I don't know. People expect way too much. To me, I think they're really strong. People always want them to be like busted broken. There's also part 2, so who knows? Maybe there'll be better units in part 2. Here we got a Joe Montana autograph card. Joe Montana, one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. He was surprisingly cheap compared to most modern players. I think that's really strange to me. It's like there's a lot of legends that their autographs are way cheaper than I thought they would be. And then even compared to like players currently playing, they're way cheaper, which I find super surprising. But it is what it is, I guess. Here we got a former Astro. Jose Siri. A nice autograph and relic card. He showed a lot of promise, but he used a head case at the plate. I think he's gotten a little bit better, but he still doesn't hit very well. He's a great fielder. Like, defensively, I think he's really good, but offensively, oof, so hit or miss. My account used to be Facebook. Yeah, so was mine. We all had, a lot of us were Facebook linked because Google wasn't an option at the beginning. Because most of the time it was the code at the very beginning. There was no way to link. And then when they did link, the link was originally Facebook. There was no Google link. Like I had to make the change too. This one's a really nice card. Another WWE Scarlet. Sadly, no longer with the WWE. She's on the independent circuit with her husband. They're actually going to be at the wrestling show too, but I already bought this autograph card of her, so I don't really need to see her. You remember your friend code by heart? Wow. Don't you have to like keep changing it though? Like once you use it, you had to change it, I thought. I wonder what part 2 would even be. So I think JT was talking about it, and the rumor is uh, Ultra Instinct. And then I said, if it's Ultra Instinct, then the other one should probably be Jiren, right? He said no, he doesn't think it's going to be Jiren, which is going to be weird. So I don't know. Kurt Angle, the legendary Kurt Angle. I was pretty happy to get this card. I actually missed out on one before I bought this one, and I was pretty upset about it because I forgot about the auction, and then this one popped up, and I was like, okay, I'll take this one. Low key, if I had to randomly guess, I'd say Ju and Ku and LR Goma. Never changes. Ultra Instinct Blue Evo again. I mean, we had Goku and Vegeta again, even though that was like Daima. I was thinking maybe they would do more Daima, but who knows? The interesting card. So yesterday I got a set of Astros minor league cards, and it was really cool because you could see some of the Astros players that were in the minors, like current players, and then you got to see some pros that ended up playing for other teams, like Teoscar Hernandez, who's with the Dodgers. Another one that was on that team that I showed yesterday was Josh Hader, who went on from our minor league team to become a star reliever for the Brewers, and then we ended up signing him. So it's a funny case of he used to be with us, he left to go get better, and then we signed him afterwards. Turn. At first, JT said he might be going to TriStar, which was also part of the reason why I was gonna go. But I think now he said he's not going. So now I'm rethinking if I want to go or not. Like I said, the only reason I would go is to maybe see Josh Reddick and have him sign my card. But now I'm debating on it. The problem is it's at the Astrodome, and like you got to pay for parking on top of the pass. Parking is like $20. I just don't want to deal with driving there, and then parking, and all this other stuff. Then you gotta buy the pass, and then you gotta buy the autograph ticket. It's like the whole process is like, ugh. Here we got Sam Cassell. Sam the Man Cassell. We found another nice Rockets autograph of him. I really like the fact that he is remembered still very fondly in Houston. He only played like 2.5 seasons for us, and he ended up playing a long time. I think he had like an 18-year career or something like that, but he only played with us for like 2. But those 2 years, he won 2 championships. Like I don't think he won a championship again. Like amazing how that happens in your career. You win 2 championships your first 2 years, and then you spend the next 16 trying to get back. I know he was with the Celtics. Maybe he won one with the Celtics. Then he ended up coaching. I wish he came back to help coach the Rockets because we need help with our point guard play. He's one of the best out there. I think that definitely would have been good for us, but they did not go that direction. Oh, this one. This is a cool card. It's a CJ Stroud throwing out the first pitch in an Astros game. I tried to find one of him with the autograph, but That was super expensive. Like apparently that's a case hit. So there's no way I'm gonna be able to get that because everybody wants way too much for that. Maybe one day if I can get him to autograph that card, that'd be cool. Yeah, it's a really cool card. They have some more first pitch cards coming out for the next set coming out. One of them is a Tony Hawk. Tony Hawk throwing out the first pitch at I think a Padres game. They have some other celebrities that are throwing out first pitches, so they made cards of them. They are introducing more uh, celebrities into these sets. There was one set I opened. It was the Allen and Ginter set, and one of the autographs I got was Livy Dunn, who is a gymnast. She was like a star gymnast at I think LSU. We got her autograph. No, those are like some actors that have autographs in that set. Like Kat Dennings has an autograph in that set. I think some musicians also have autographs in that set. It's funny how that goes. Getting a Tony Hawk autograph would actually be kind of sick. So here we have JJ Matijevic. Played, I think, parts of 2 seasons for us. He unfortunately didn't stick, but he was part of our championship team, so he's immortalized. I think Miz is about to wrestle him and who's he fighting against? Oh, him and Dragunov. I hope Dragunov doesn't lose because they've made him lose like 3 or 4 times in a row now, which I think is crazy because he had like a big win streak going when he was champion. Then he loses the championship, and all of a sudden he's on this losing streak. Unless they're trying to build that as a story, but I can't see him losing to The Miz. Granted, Miz was the reason why he lost the last match, but still, making him lose that many times in a row after he was his champion is crazy. So here we got Lance McCullers. Our second autograph of McCullers. I needed him for my second team. Not from Tekken. This crazy wrestler. These autographs real quick. This is a wild lineup now that I'm looking at it. Joe Montana, John Elway, Clyde Drexler, Boris Becker, and Kurt Angle. That's like a crazy set of autographs that we got here. It's off to the side. I have to decide later or not if I want to try to go get that autograph or not. Just raw. I lost the yelling Kyrie's name. And now we're gonna do holiday baseball. We bought 3 boxes. 2020 holiday baseball. There's a very good reason why I did that. Because there is a shot, there's a chance of getting a Shohei Ohtani autograph out of it. You've been collecting, you know, his autograph cards are insanely expensive. Like every one of them. Doesn't matter what set it came from. They are all stupid expensive. So if I want to get one, this is what I'm going to have to do. Is I'm going to have to try to pull one. Because I can't afford to buy one. Like, all his autograph cards go for minimum 1K. That's low end. Most of the time, if you're trying to get his autographs, the ones that are highly sought after, those are like 5K and up. I don't have that kind of money. And if I did, I'd rather just buy boxes and take my chances and see if I can get one. Because there's also other guys that you can get out of these boxes. Like Mike Trout, who's another one that's kind of expensive, but not as expensive as Ohtani. Ohtani's in, 1K and up. Mike Trout is about 200 to 300 and up. So, not in the same ballpark. Let's see. Make sure I'm watching the wrestling while I'm doing this. Okay, so we got 3 boxes. Supposedly, each box has either an autograph, a relic, or an autographed relic. So obviously we're hoping to get autographs, or an autographed relic. Get those right there on the back. 1 relic, autograph, or autographed relic card in every box. You would think, according to that message, it'd be a 2/3 chance you're getting an autograph, right? I don't think that's the case, though. Autograph is 1 in 302 packs. Metallic Holiday autograph parallel. Doesn't say what the autograph. 1 in 16.334 or 16,334. I think it's 16,334. So yeah, okay. Those odds sound horrible. But still, it does say chance. So we're gonna see what the chance is. Plus, these are holiday cards, so you got like Christmas parallels and stuff like that. Here we got an ornament card of Mike Trout. So maybe that's a good sign. We already start off pulling a Trout. I'm gonna go ahead and open up all these boxes, so I don't have to like sit there and try to figure it out. Plus, it helps me not be as depressed knowing that I didn't pull something out of a box. If I don't know, then I don't have time to be sad about it, right? And even if we don't, we have the leaf boxes that we're gonna definitely have a lot of autographs, but we don't know who we're getting. But there's definitely a lot of autographs in the leaf boxes. Nico Horner. Not as exciting as pulling Mike Trout. I wonder if I pull an Ohtani ornament, I wonder how much that is. I bet you someone would be willing to buy it. Like, the Ohtani market is really ridiculous now. Sports cards in general are pretty ridiculous. They only like certain people. Like, there's some that are like worth money, but not like the crazy amounts of money that others are. Like, the one I was super surprised about was Steph Curry. I didn't realize his autograph cards were that expensive. Like, Jordan, sure. LeBron, sure. Steph Curry, I did not expect to be like that. You got Keston Kiura, that is, with the Brewers. So Trout was the best of the ornaments. Now we have a ton of cards. Open up and see what we get. All right, so 10 packs, 10 cards each. So we have 30 packs, 300 cards. Let us see what we get. See if we get anything good. Hoping for autographs. I don't even know who the big rookies are from this. From 2020? You remember. So Tani was 2018? 17, 18? Like Bobby Witt Jr. was like 21, 2021. Yeah, these are the Christmas editions, so they got like all these Christmas decorations on them. You got Jake Fraley. That's who we start off with. Brendan McKay. So if this is like the other Christmas set that we did, the big insert or the big variant of them, they have like either Christmas presents or candy canes or stuff like that. Here we got Keen Wong. Oh, we got Aaron Judge. Oh no, we pulled a relic. Relic only, damn it. Gleyber Torres. Not even numbered, is it? Just a plain relic. Got Alex Bregman. Justin May. And Anthony Rendon. So the first pack we opened got a relic. So there's at least two more hits. That's crazy. We pulled a hit on the first fucking pack. That's the one thing we didn't want to pull. Let's toss them up there. That was still a good pack, though. Good first pack. Nick Solak. Of course, that means the other 9 from that box probably is nothing. Andrew Benintendi. Kyle Lewis. Hey, we got Justin Verlander. Actually, I bought this while I was at the shop too. They had the replica championship rings. So this is the one from 22. I actually got the Verlander. They had like a bunch of different ones. They had like Dusty Baker, Alex Bregman, Martin Maldonado. But then they also had like Fromber. I don't think anybody wants Fromber right now. We have Xander Bogaerts. Oh, I guess his rookie is in here. Cool. Jordan. So we got a Jordan rookie card. Christmas edition. Nice. Eric Hosmer. Paul Goldschmidt. Andrew McCutchen. I think he just announced this next season is going to be his last season. Jorge Alfaro. This is the first Aaron Judge I pulled out of all the tops that I've had. Gary Sanchez. Marcell Ozuna. Is this a rookie card for him too? I guess I don't consider it a rookie, but Fernando Tatis Jr. Astros legend Trey Mancini. Willy Adames. Oh, this is what I was talking about. Luis Robert Jr. This is the Christmas parallel variant. You see how he's holding the candy cane instead of a bat. That's cool. Dakota Hudson. He's he's with the Mets now, I think. I think they just traded for him. Mike Yastrzemski. Tim Lopes. Michael Brosseau. So far, we've got one Christmas parallel and one relic. Josh Bell. Kyle Seager. Vladdy Jr. Ryan Zimmerman. Ramon Laureano. I think this is a variant too. Chris Paddock. It shows up, but like the snowflakes are more prominent. Alex Smith. Brandon Nemo is a new Ranger now. Jackie Bradley Jr. Jesus Luzardo. John Bertie. Mitch Garver. Oh wow, Jack Mayfield. When he looked at Astros, he ended up being traded to the Angels, and he's been like basically their captain, or one of their captains for a while. Zach Gallen. Dominic Leyba. Bryce Harper. Randy Arozarena. Jose Barrios, who's now with Toronto. Nick Castellanos, who was with the Phillies. I don't know if he's still there. And Gregory Polanco. It is funny seeing these guys with their old squads, or the squads that they started with. Like Jack Mayfield, I know was drafted by us, but he didn't stick with us. Nelson Cruz. We just talked about this guy earlier. Here's Josh Hader. Clayton Kershaw, who retired. And Blake Snell, who basically took over for him. Here we have a Christmas variant, Josh Bell. We pulled him earlier. D. Gordon. Jack Flaherty. Rick Porcello. Juan Soto. Kevin Newman. Yeah, I guess most of these guys have already played like a year or two, so that's why these are not rookie cards. Tomorrow, when the 2019 comes in, if they show up in there, I think they're considered rookies out of that pack. Matthew Boyd. So like if I pull Soto or Tatis or Vladdy, we want to get them in tomorrow. Walker Buehler. Patel Marte. Oh, he'd actually been playing for a while. His rookie year was 15. For some reason, I thought he was way younger. Sam Hillard. Christian Yelich. Followed by another Christian Yelich. Okay. Sure. Chris Paddock again. Brendan Rodgers. I think he's still with us. Oh, we got another Jordan. Edwin Rios. Some classic sounding Dragon Ball music. Travis Demerite. Michael Conforto. That's how you know this is old. We got Albert Pujols. He was still in the league. Zach Collins. Danny Mendick. Got a snowflake variant of Brendan Rodgers. Tony Gosselin. Kun Yamaguchi. Jake Arrieta. Corey Seager. Still can't believe the Dodgers didn't re-sign him. That to me was one of the most baffling things. Like, they didn't really try to re-sign him. Of course, then he ended up winning a championship with the Rangers. I mean, not that they're hurting. Dodgers are two-time defending champs now, so they're obviously not hurting from it, but still, it'd be crazy. Imagine if they had kept them. Oscar Mercado. D. Dobnik. Yadier Molina. Gio Urshela. Evan Longoria. Roldis Chapman. Corey Kluber. Justin Turner. Jose Altuve. Oh, nice. And then follow that up with Carlos Correa. Nice. I think all I'm missing now is Bregman. I don't think I pulled Bregman yet. This is an abbreviated set. It's not like everybody. Wow, Elvis Andrus. That's a blast from the past. Aaron Nola. Jose Ramirez. I'll hold that for my buddy. In case. Let's say he looks just like him. Jeff McNeil. Snowflake variant of Kyle Seager. Freddie Freeman. Nolan Arenado. Funny seeing them with their other teams. He obviously, Arenado's with the Cardinals now, and Freeman's with the Dodgers. And then Trevor Story's with the Red Sox. And Francisco Lindor's with the Mets. And Gavin Lux is with the Reds. Like, all of them are with different teams. That's kind of funny. Got Ryan Zimmerman, Lone Laureano, Don Birdie, Mitch Garver, Jack Mayfield, Matt Chapman, Wilson Contreras, Malik Smith, Brandon Nemo, Jackie Bradley Jr. I think we're starting to get to the point where we've already hit most of the base cards. I didn't see how many were in the set, but I know it's not everybody. That would be annoying. Making Christmas variants of like everybody that you already had in other sets. We got Austin Riley. I don't think we've seen him yet. Or Luis Ariz. Okay, so now we're starting to get some different people. Tommy Edman, who's obviously, he was one of the heroes for the Dodgers now. Ryan McBroom. Alex Young. This is a Christmas variant, I think, of Alex Bregman. We got Alex Bregman. Let's see. I don't know. It was backwards, so I thought there was something on there, but I don't see anything. Luis Severino. Mitch Haniger. Jake Odorizzi. Who eventually became an Astro for a little bit. Trey Turner, future Philly. Look at this again. Why was he backwards? I thought it was going to be a relic, but... see anything different on this card. I'll look at it a little bit closer later, but it was backwards in the pack. Usually it's some kind of variant or parallel, but I don't see anything on there. Another Obafemi commercial. Sure, he's in the Royal Rumble. They've been really pushing him, but he hasn't had a match yet. Not since the match that he had with Cody. Luis Robert. JT Realmuto. Christian Walker. Wow, Robinson Cano. Tony Kemp. Another snowflake variant, Max Fried. Doesn't he look weird here? It's Kyle Tucker, but he doesn't look the same here for some reason. Nick Senzel. Surprised that's not his rookie. Willie Castro. Oh, and Zach Greinke. Back when he was still pitching for us. I really wish we would have won in 19. Get him a ring. Jock Peterson. Chris Sale. Kyle Schwarber. We got another relic. But this time it's Jose Altuve. Not signed though. Dang it. So we got 2 relics so far. We're losing the gotcha. Nico Horner. Anthony Rizzo. Oh, Will Smith. Guess that's his rookie. Brendan Crawford. Alright, so we've already pulled 2 relics. We still have like a lot of packs left. Okay, I'm just gonna go through faster now. Gallon, Labra, Cruz, Hater. Hater again. Luzardo. There's a Bryce Harper. Rosarena, Barrios, Castellanos. I guess it's the main event time. Division already came to the ring, and Randy Orton is the first one from the other squad. The 4v4 match, so I guess we're not going to have him do a whole lot of stuff. Clayton Kershaw, Blake Snell, Matthew Boyd. Is this another relic? Walker Buehler. It's another relic. Joey Votto. So I guess we're getting nothing but relics. Corey Polanco, D. Gordon, Jack Fleury. There's still this many packs left. Was that it? Was that all we're getting? Are the relics? Kind of disappointing. These boxes weren't very expensive, so it's not a big deal, but it's just funny. Ketel Marte, Sam Hilliard, Christian Yelich, Travis Dimitri, Michael Conforto, Carlos Correa, Rick Porcello, there's another Juan Soto, Kevin Newman, Chris Paddock. Like most of these, I think we've already seen. Like even the Soto's a dupe. I haven't seen Otani or Trout. Cool hosts. Zach Collins, Randy Mendick, Oscar Mercado, Randy Dobnik. We got backwards card here. Pete Alonso. Just don't know why the card is backwards. Pete Alonso. Brendan Rodgers. A third Jordan. Edwin Rios and Tony Gosselin. Sami Zayn about to come out to the ring. Mercado. Oh, Marcus Stroman. The first Marcus Stroman we pulled. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. It's funny, he was with the Blue Jays, and then they traded him. He's another weapon they could have had. Kevin Kiermaier. Michael Chavis. JD Martinez, who also used to be an Astro. AJ Puck. Ronald Acuna Jr. This is our first Acuna that we pulled. Aristides Aquino and Jose Urena. I think it was him. Wasn't he? I think he was the guy that like threw at Acuna. Like first pitch of the game. First pitch of the game drills him. And I think it injured him too. Because like, if I remember right, Acuna had hit like 5 or 6 home runs in 6 straight games. Like he hit basically a home run in like 6 straight games. And so first pitch of that game, Urena nails him. Like I think it was like either in the back or pretty high up. Knocked him out of the game. Everybody was angry about that. Let's see. Austin Riley, Luis Ariz, Tommy Edman, Brian McBroom, Alex Young, Trey Turner, another Acuna, Aquino, Urena, and Severino. So that's all in order. That is kind of funny though. So like in order on the cards, if you pull Acuna Jr., you're getting Arena that beamed him and knocked him out of the game. That's kind of hilarious. Luis Roberts, Realmuto, Christian Walker, Robinson Cano, Tony Kemp, Haniger, Odorizzi, Trey Turner, Kyle Tucker, Nick Senzel. Yeah, looking at the pack, we have not pulled Bellinger or Trout. Jordan is on there. We pulled him a couple, like 3 times. Doc Peterson, Chris Sale, Kyle Schwarber. I think that was the first Schwarber we pulled. Ryan Reynolds. Got a snowflake of Nelson Cruz. I think that's the first snowflake we pulled in a while. Although I might have to go back and look. Willie Castro, Zach Greinke, Nico Horner, Rizzo, and another Will Smith. I'm also waiting on a bunch of wrestling boxes. Those are supposed to pretty much all come in on Monday, so we're going to do a big wrestling opening on Monday. Got AEW, got Cactus Jack WWE, and some other boxes. Oh, speak of the devil, here's Bellinger. Jake Rogers. Yon Moncada. Victor Robles. Here we go. Here's Shohei. We finally pulled a Shohei. Got Chris Bryant. Got a Bryce Harper. Brandon Crawford. Josh Donaldson. Patrick Corbin. Luis Urias. I guess now all we're missing is Trout. Well, Shohei wasn't even on the cover, which is weird. Luke Voigt. It's the first Voigt we pulled. Miguel Andujar. Josh Bell. Kyle Seager. Vladdy. Got an Altuve Snowflake. Kevin Biggio. Son of Astros great Craig Biggio. Brustar Gatterall. Eloy Jimenez. Brandon Lowe. Lau. I forgot how it goes. Alright, so we're still missing Trout. We got like about 7 more packs. Surely we get at least 1 Trout, right? Ryan Reynolds again. Got Bellinger again. Jake Rogers. Young Moncada. Carter Kieboom. Another Josh Donaldson. Another Patrick Corbin. Another Luis Urias. Just like we had before. Another Kevin Biggio. Another Gatterall. So there's definitely a distinct pattern. Robles, another Shohei. We'll take 2 Shoheis. Chris Bryant, Voigt, Jose Barrios. This is another backwards card. I don't know. what that means. Eloy Jimenez, Brandon Lowe, Matt Chapman, Wilson Contreras, Malik Smith. Keep looking at the Mariners, keep thinking that at least Julio would pop up, but I forgot Julio didn't pop up till like 21. Paul DeYoung. Masahiro Tanaka. The first one we pulled of him. Ronnie Rodriguez. Okay, these are some new ones. Ryan Braun. Snowflake Will Myers. And I'm not calling them snowflakes, it's just there's snowflakes on here. Like, there's normally snowflakes on there, and then there's some cards where they're actually highlighted. Sean Murphy. Here's Mike Trout. Finally got a Mike Trout. There we go. Now I feel better about myself. Jason Diaz. Buster Posey. Wow, he was still playing. Reese Hoskins. So I think we got most of the set now. Was looking at the cover. Luis Robert, Mike Trout, Jordan, Bellinger. And who are the other two? Dante Bichette, maybe? I think we pulled a Bichette. I think that's Bryce Harper. We've definitely pulled Harper a few times. Bichette, I think we pulled like at the very beginning. Eddie Rosario. Shane Bieber. Oh, here we got a Mookie Betts. Dansby Swanson. Jalen Davis. Max Scherzer. We did get Verlander earlier. Griffin Canning. Got a regular Gleyber Torres. Max Fried. Adbert Alzole. Two more packs. So unfortunately, it looks like we didn't get any autographs. Badge. Javier Baez. Trent Grisham. Oh my god, Tim Anderson. What a fall from grace. Pretty much after he got knocked out, that was like it for him. Like, he was never the same. John Means. Joey Votto. Got Gleyber Torres. Hwang Hyuk Kim. Hey, Mauricio Dubon. Rangel Ravello. And Jorge Polanco. I think he's with the Mets now. He was with the Mariners past couple years, but I think he's moving on to the Mets now. The Mets picked up a lot of people this offseason. Final pack. After 30 packs. Nick Anderson. Mike Moustakas. Giancarlo Stanton. DJ LeMahieu. Aaron Barnett. Charlie Blackmon. George Springer. Steven Strasburg. Mike Clevenger. The last card, we got Keston Hiura. I don't know how many cards are in this set. I feel like we have to have most of it. There were a lot of dupes, but then there were a lot that I think we ended up pulling. Let's see if I can actually spot the backward cards that we got. I'm glad we did get Trout. I think they're like non-glossy. Yeah, they're non-glossy for some reason, so maybe that's something. Put Shohei off to the side. We did get an Altuve Snowflake card. Actually, we'll put Trout off to the side. Actually, we'll put the guys off to the side that were cool to pull. Actually, most of these guys were no one special. Posey, you. What for whistles like that? Because there's glossy and flat. Most of these are glossy, except for the ones that are snowflake. Soto, here's our relic. The Altuve relic's pretty cool. We've got an Altuve relic. It's flat. Sears, a Snowflake. Altuve back to back was hilarious. Pujols, Jordan again. El Marte, Soto, Josh Bell. I'm behind you, isn't it? We got a Jordan Snowflake. That's kind of cool. Labor Torres is the last one. We only got one judge. We got one judge, one Trout, two Shoheis. These are the Snowflake cards, Snowflake variants. I don't think they have a different name. I think it's just you have to recognize it. Just like these are flats, but there's no distinction difference. Look at these real quick. I think we got everything. Luis Robert is holding a candy cane, so that was obviously. Snowflake one. Yeah, Tim Anderson was one of the best players in baseball. And then he got into an on-field fight with Jose Ramirez. Jose Ramirez knocked him the fuck out. Like, just tagged him on the chin, knocked him out. He was never the same after that. Like, because he used to be like a 300 hitter, good base runner, good fielder. He was like a shortstop. After that, his hitting plummeted. Like, he was a 200 hitter. His defense started to suck. Like, it was crazy. Like, just all of a sudden, overnight, he just couldn't hit and he couldn't play. Like, that's something you would see from, like, maybe a rookie that had a really good year, and then the next year that would happen. That's understandable, but this guy was, like, one of the top players in the league, like an MVP candidate and shit, for a number of years. Like, there was at least 2 or 3 years where he was probably one of the best players in the league. And all of a sudden, he just couldn't do anything. huge fall from grace. This one, I will say, is not as obvious as the newer ones. The newer sets, they make it a lot more obvious for the variants. I'm having to look at this under the light just to make sure. Because like with the gloss, you can see the gloss, but if it's flat, it obviously won't bounce the light off. Also doesn't help that they keep changing the angles of these cards. Like I'm looking and I'm like trying to gauge what's what. And then once I finish this, then go back, start getting ready to do the leaf sets. I don't know if it's just one pack out of the leaf sets or if it's like multiple packs. I feel like it's just one pack, which that's cool too. It would just be like a superset with a lot of autographs. We'll just have to see what's what. Hoping to pull at least some recognizable names. They don't exactly have to be like barn burners. I'm not expecting that. But if I can get some, some players that I like, that'll be cool. So I guess it's over. Somewhat say. Okay, it's over. Good. It's kind of half watching and half doing other things. I was watching some of Frosty Faustings, which is going on right now. Big tournament out there in Chicago area. This weekend, this weekend is like the end of our regular registration period for Texas Showdown. I believe Sunday, like once midnight on tomorrow is like the end of regular registration. Then prices go up. So if any of y'all are interested in coming to Showdown, you can save yourself some money by registering today or tomorrow, because after that prices go up. It's like $15, which may not be a big deal for y'all. I mean, I don't know. Y'all balling like that. I'm not gonna say anything. But for those that are watching their budgets, letting y'all know, if you plan on coming out to Houston for Texas Showdown, you can save yourself some money. Register today or tomorrow. Talking with my friend Boss from Japan. He's definitely making his plans to come. He's going to be playing a lot of the retro games. He's probably going to win a lot of the retro games. It's always fun to see him. We always hang out whenever I go to Japan. It'll return the favor when he comes out here Probably take him. We gotta take him to barbecue at least once. Maybe take him to a steakhouse if there's time. The problem also is that I'm running the tournament, so I don't have like free time to just do whatever. But try to make some time, take him around. You cosplay fans. See, this is a flat card. How did I miss that? Yeah, see, this one I can tell the difference because you can see the candy cane that he's using to swing versus his regular card. It's a regular bat. So I might have to pull his other card for Bregman to see if I can see the difference. I couldn't tell at first glance because they're in the field, so he's not holding a bat. If he was holding a bat, it would be a candy cane, and I could tell. But I don't know what it looks like when they don't have a bat. So in the talk about money, I definitely did not make my money back on this. There's no way those relics are worth much. These variants probably not worth much either. Out of the holiday sets, I think the only thing that'd be worth money would be autographs. I had a variant of Otani that might be worth a little bit. So there's that. Okay, so Yelich, candy cane, candy cane. The Alonso was backwards, but he's not holding a candy cane, so I don't know why he got put back here. Harper's always, it's also a flat, but I can't tell. If I can see. And none of these are numbered. So that makes them even less worth anything. There's those. Then we got all these candy cane, the snowflake ones, and then the relics. Top guys. About it. I'd say, to be honest, we probably made 20 bucks back. Like 30 bucks a piece. So minus 70. How goes when you're chasing for autographs, unfortunately. Be like that. That's why sometimes it's better to just buy the autograph. But there's a problem. Shohei is way too fucking expensive. So even though I lost 70 bucks here, it's like, well, that's nowhere near what it would have cost to buy a fucking Otani signature. So it's fine. We got some cool cards. All good. Tomorrow we try again. We got 3 more boxes coming. That one might actually have some cool rookies though. Like this one had a cool rookie in Jordan. But that's about it. Here's the stack of whatever cards. This is a stack of somewhat okay cards. Like I'll go back and look at the list, but I don't think anything's super impressive out of there. Now we got 2 boxes of Leaf cards. I technically have another box of AEW cards, but I might not do that one right now. So this one is Leaf Optichrome Basketball, which has 6 autographs per box. Then I got Leaf Memories Basketball, which has 7 autographs per box. This one's from 2021. This one's from 2022. So let's start off with the memories box, since that's the older one. Scissors. Leaf is pretty much known for just autographs. They're not licensed, so they just focus on autographs, which is kind of cool. Because, you know, Topps, it's like one autograph per hobby box for the most part. Which sucks, because, you know, you're maybe getting one max. And so you're praying for the best that it's something good. But those are also like super expensive. Like hobby boxes for their main sets are like $500, and you're getting one autograph. This one you get a bunch. So this one is one pack, one solid box of them. See, the first one is someone I don't know, Mark Mitchell. And we'll see what's behind him, because there are 6 more cards behind him. How do I open this? Cut that. It's cool packaging, though. Like, Topps has something called 5-Star, which is kind of similar. It's 5 cards. I don't think they're all autographs, but they all come in one-touches. So I think that's pretty cool. This is a nice case. Probably keep this case. At least the sticker is not something that gets stuck. Yeah, this is a nice case. I'm keeping this case. Okay. A surprise for me. So, first one we got. Mark Mitchell. J.J. Taylor. Wayne Pierce. You guys. Amari Phillips. Dawson Garcia. Justin Lewis. This is the last card. Ty Washington. Oh no. Ty was drafted by us, the Rockets, and then he really didn't make the team. We were hoping he would be a good point guard for us, but he did not turn out to pan out, and then he bounced around the league a little bit, and he really did nothing. So, he's at least someone I know. He was the one at 15, but he's not worth much. I doubt he's worth much because he's not even in the league. Most of these guys I don't think are in the league. I don't know any of these guys. Which is the downfall of these. If you don't know who they are, then Mark Mitchell is numbered out of 50. Amari Phillips is not numbered. Wayne Pierce is also not numbered. J.J. Taylor is numbered. Dawson Garcia is not. Justin Lewis is not. Ty is numbered. Alright. That was not a good box. Cool case though. I guess that's the bright side. Alright, let's try this one. I mean, it is cool we got autographs, though. I'll give it that. That one was also cheaper. That one I think was like 80 bucks. Sucks, but 80 bucks. It's fine. Getting a bunch of autographs. You're just hoping for the best. The other one I might want to try is the Stars one. That one has a better shot at getting known players and stuff. This one I'm taking a chance because it's a lot of rookies and draft picks. And you don't know if any of them pan out. It would have been nice if it was a mix and I got like some vets to go with it. But these were all young guys. Unfortunately, most of them were not any good. Chrome. Optichrome. So the reason I wanted to try this is because of the chance of getting, like I said, Steph or Giannis. There's 6 autograph cards out of this. This one is all individual, apparently, and all over the place. No cool carrying case, but they're all in like top loaders. Alright, let's see what we got. First one, money is Kennedy Chandler. Who this is. So, not numbered. Next up we got J.J. Taylor. I think we got him in the other box too. Julian Phillips. Nasir Cunningham. Mark Armstrong. And Keegan Murray. Okay. Keegan Murray, at least I know. He's definitely in the league. That's probably the best card we pulled out of both of the boxes. It's cool that these came in top loaders at least. That's interesting. I have a Leaf baseball that's supposed to come in. That one's got 10 autographs. Guess we'll see how that one goes. Let me see. Some of these we pulled in both boxes. Phillips. Lewis. Let's see, J.J. Taylor. Yeah, we did pull J.J. Taylor. Ari Phillips? No, Julian Phillips. Mark Mitchell. Okay, so we did get 2 of this guy, J.J. Taylor. That's crazy. So I'll have to look these up later, see if any of these are worth anything. Keegan Murray's probably the only one that's worth anything. But we did not get any of the players we were looking for, unfortunately. But that's fine. We have a bunch of other autographs that we pulled. I guess I'll do the AEW, why not? We have a bunch of AEW and WWE stuff coming in later. That's not till Monday. So let's go ahead and do this. It's a 2022 AEW Metal Blaster that I ordered on accident. I was trying to get 2025 blasters, and I saw this really cheap. I was like, oh, and then I didn't think about, oh wait, there's another year. So I ended up getting 2022 on accident. I do have more 2025s coming, because 2025 I like because there's the chance of getting Okada. So let's see if this saves the day. We can get an autograph. That'd be amazing. But these obviously are not guaranteed to have anything. I don't even think they're guaranteed to have a relic. We'll call it a day. Have any more auctions that I'm watching, so there's really not much. Just wind the day down and then rest up, get ready for Royal Rumble tomorrow. We got the natural Dustin Rhodes. We got Powerhouse Hobbs, who's rumored to be showing up tomorrow at the Rumble. We got a blue Jade Cargill. Number though, that's a nice looking card. Then speaking of Jade, we got another one. What is this? It's a really cool looking card though. Got Keith Lee. Wheeler Yuta. Lee Moriarty. That's pretty off. This Jade is some kind of insert. This is hilarious. Fuck, man. I would like literally destroy the wrapper to get these cards out. Andrade, man who left AEW to come back to AEW. Hikaru Shida, big fan of hers. Matt Seidel. Technicians Jay Lethal. Got a blue of Isaiah Kennedy. We have an Aubrey Edwards referee card. And we got Max Caster. I bought some more blasters from Metal because I actually got an autograph out of one. So I'm trying to see if that has better rates than the Hobby Box, because we did get a Hobby Box also. Hobby Box has guaranteed one autograph, whereas the blasters don't guarantee one. So I just want to see what happens. Here we got Evil Uno. Hangman, Adam Page. We got Alex Reynolds. Dr. Britt Baker. This was foiled. This card. William Regal. Rush. Malachi Black is back in the WWE. These packs are really tough. I have another box of Allure coming also. We got a Jordan out of the last one. I'm hoping maybe it steps up and we get it for maybe we get a Jordan autograph somehow. Yeah, right. Maybe an Agassi autograph. I feel like that's more feasible because there's like a ton of different ones in there. But we'll see. Got Stokely Hathaway, Daniel Garcia, Mark Henry. Got a blue refractor of Brian Danielson, followed by another blue refractor. This one of Hikaru Shida. Fulton Gunn, Chuck Taylor. I feel like that Britt Baker might be the hit-ish. Either that or maybe the Jade Cargill. I don't know. Hard for me to tell when I wasn't planning on getting this to begin with. Sting! Jade Cargill. Looks like the third Cargill we pulled. We have die cut Chris Jericho, Bonzo Gonzo, got a blue refractor of Tony Nese, got a purple refractor. This one's numbered. Jungle Boy. Got MJF and Anthony Agogo. Alright, so no autograph, but interesting cards we got to look at. We got Jungle Boy numbered. These blue parallels are probably nothing. Bonzo Gonzo Chris Jericho. Any of these are numbered, they're just plain blue refractors. This Britt Baker. Generation Technician, so that's probably just a regular card. Then whatever this Jade Cargill card is, I think that's it. The rest of them are normal cards, and I think that's going to be it. Clean this up. Wind down. Watch the rest of the streams. Get some rest. Wake my ass up early on a Saturday because I don't usually wake up early on Saturdays. But we're also celebrating my mom's birthday since we couldn't do it last weekend. Although it's supposed to freeze again. Hopefully it doesn't freeze too hard. I'd hate to have to skip out on her birthday again. But that is going to be it for me tonight, guys. Thanks for joining me. Have a good weekend. Stay warm. Do I know anybody streaming? Doctor streaming. Optimus Prime is streaming. Let's host her for the hell of it. He's doing ASMR, so keep it quiet. We